Yo, what's good, people? We're talking about the NBA today. We're gonna get away a little bit from Arsenal and switch it over to the National Basketball Association. I got my guy Ads with me, and we're gonna have some more people coming through in a bit. We're gonna be talking a little bit about some stories, some story plots going around in the NBA. And you know what? Let me just get started with the title of the video. So obviously it's NBA Talk. We do this every Wednesday. We're gonna do a little bit of recap of the association. First thing, I want to talk about the Raptors and how the Raptors have looked horrendous the past couple of games. The Brooklyn Nets, their 500 record with Kevin Durant going to be out for the next 3 to 4 games with COVID. And Stephen Curry, is he back? Ads, is your boy back? Like,
my guy is
you know what it
back.
is? So we're gonna get right into it. Yes. My guy, Thank you on the channel. How you doing, bro?
I'm good, man. I'm good. Long time, man. Long time. And yourself?
I'm good, man. You know what it is? We got sick of talking about Arsenal. One day we got to just talk about the NBA, you know?
That's it, man. That is it.
Enough Ozil talk for one day. Now, let me ask you this: who do you support?
Golden State Warriors, man.
So why do we have you here? Because we want you to talk about the guy Stephen Curry dropping 62 points on who? Who did he drop that on?
Drop that on. It was no. Oh my gosh.
Was it not Damian Lillard?
It was Damian Lillard, bro, and CJ McCollum. Them man, they know what to do, bro. And Carmelo
what did
Anthony,
I tell you about Golden State at the beginning of the season? I said they cannot defend, but I never said they can't score. You know what I mean?
Hold on. Our defensive game is getting better. Draymond, this is the thing, yeah. A lot of people didn't rate Draymond. Draymond, yeah, he's an orchestrator and he's a leader that can actually defend. You can see I think as I said, I think the only weakness in our starting team, yeah, is Wiggins. I would say because Kelly Oubre, that guy, he can defend and he can defend with a high press he can actually defend in there. Draymond just solidified it. James Wiseman, that guy, bro. I didn't really even talk about that guy, bro, because that guy. You see that guy, it's Shaq. I can see something happening, man. I can see something happening with James Wiseman. Obviously, Steph is a good defender, but obviously that you want to go up against Steph. But I'm telling you now, yeah, this Golden State Warriors team without Clay, it's exceeding everybody's expectations so far. First 2 games, everybody was thinking, yeah, this is going to be the Warriors. But then now they picked up, bro. They picked up.
Okay, the thing about the Warriors is don't gas your rookie yet, bro. I get James Wiseman. In my opinion, he's one of the best rookies in this draft. There's 3 rookies that I would say are up there with 2 rookies that I would say are up there with them, which is obviously the guy in the Wolves, Anthony Edwards. You got LaMelo, and then to me the third closest after that is the man who got picked 14th by Sacramento, Halliburton. So those are the guys he's speaking with. But in this general opinion, this draft was not supposed to be a good draft. This draft did not have any home run hitters. This guy Wiseman looks good, but let's not get carried away now, bro.
Whoa, my guy said let's not get carried away, you know. Let me tell you why. If you look at everybody, yeah, look how Kerr has integrated him in, yeah. How he's actually come in and try to put himself in there, not to say, oh yeah, I'm shy. You know what? Same thing I could say with LaMelo Ball as well. He's come in and said, you know what, cool. I'm taking my opportunity, and you can see them actually trying to put their footmark or their footprint into it. So I'm telling you now, yeah, you have to get excited. It's not even a thing where you just don't get excited. What he's bringing, yeah, obviously he's not a Steph Curry coming into the league or LeBron James coming to the league with all the hype. But everyone said, okay, cool, he's got talent. But then now what we've seen from him, you're yeah, this man. My guy's already got double as well, you know. That's what.
James Wiseman's good. I'm not taking away from him. He's going to have a good career in the NBA. He's a 2nd overall pick. You should expect that from a 2nd overall pick. Come on.
Mm-hmm.
What I'm hearing from you, you're trying to say, oh, he's going to be all-star caliber.
100%.
We've yet to see that.
100%. What?
What we've seen, what I tell you is what we have seen. We've seen Giannis type ability where he's taken the ball from one end and gone all the way to the other end, running the floor, taking two to three passes to get him into his spots, Wiseman looks like a baller. Like, I'm not taking anything away from him. You know what I mean? But just the same way where people were getting super excited about the beginning of Bagley's career, we knew Bagley was never going to be as good as people were touting him to be. They took him over. They took him over Luka Doncic. Sacramento were smoking something.
I don't know what happened there, but this is the thing again with Wiseman. Yeah, my guy's got shooting ability. My guy's got the hook shot. My guy's got the dunk. Like, he already at his young age, he's got that. Like, and for example, look at Giannis now. He's working on that 3-pointer. Like, and he's just getting it there. He's getting it. But bro,
first 5 NBA games versus Chicago, 7 points. Yesterday, obviously his first game he got 10 points and 4 rebounds with 2 blocks. Like, stats don't tell you everything. To me, what I'm looking at is his field goal percentage. His field goal percentage, his first 2 games was really good. And then, of course, it was unsustainable to get 60%, 50% your first, like he did the first 2 games. His shooting percentage started to go down. But this is where I'm starting to see more. I want to see him hit those threes. I want to see consistency from.
Hold on. No, his first game was Chicago. His field goal percentage was down. Look at it now. It's going up. It's going up. Yeah, and then in the second Portland game, that's where he got his double. 11 rebounds and 12 points. Look, you can see he's growing. He started off slow, getting used to the team, bang, and then him and Steph in that pick and roll. Come on, bro.
Okay. So enough about that. Now let's go to the Warriors. The Warriors, they're still a legit squad. Like, there's no question about it. The Golden State Warriors still have a legitimate squad. They still have a chance to make the playoffs without Klay and Draymond. But Draymond and Klay coming back is a big thing. Like, you guys need those guys. Without those guys, let's be honest, your defensive capabilities throughout the squad is not that good. This is why I said your defense is bad. I got your depth chart up, okay? I got your depth chart up. So when you got your starting 11, I mean, not your starting 11. You're starting 5, right? You got Stephen Curry, Andrew Wiggins, Kelly Oubre, Draymond Green, Wiseman. If you take Andrew Wiggins out and you put Klay into that team, immediately your defense is much better.
I totally agree with you. 100%. I totally agree with you. But this thing, yeah, for me, I say we're already a playoff team. Where we'll fall in that, not too sure. But for me, we're already a playoff team. The only thing is now is if we had Klay, we're definitely top 3. That's the only thing with me. But then, yeah, obviously, yeah, Andrew Wiggins, it's been highlighted. He's not a great defender, but again, like, it's time. He needs to pick that up. Like, he needs to learn that. Obviously, Steph is always someone that you want to go up against as well because of his size and everything like that. So you want to put the bigger players on Steph, so he's a liability. But then again, how the Golden State Warriors rotate to take Steph out of the equation is quality, but it just means that the other 4 have to make sure they're on job.
Yeah, like right here, you can see Stephen Curry's numbers. Since the season begun, he's been on fire, bro. From the beginning, from the jump, he just came out firing. Like, this is MVP Steph numbers. And you know what? I laughed at you when you said MVP Steph is gonna be back. But you know what? I gotta give it up to you, bro. I did not expect this from Steph. What do you expect from Steph for the rest of the season?
So this is the thing, yeah. Are these numbers sustainable?
Yes.
That's the only thing is his age. That's the only thing I have here. And because it's only Steph here, that's gonna come with the magic. I think Kelly Oubre will contribute. I think Wiggins will contribute. Are they gonna contribute with 30-point games? No. Whereas Klay will get you 30 points in 2 quarters. Like, that is the only issue. Like, the big numbers is gonna be Steph, and then your Wiggins and your Oubre, and then your Wisemans, and then the bench Bazemore and Wanamaker will chip in with your 10. Paul will chip in as well. And the good thing as well I like about the Golden State Warriors is, Like it's not ISO ball like the Rockets where it's James Harden or nothing. Like it's not that with Steph. And then Steph, and because Steph, everyone knows, okay, cool, we double team Steph, get the ball out of his hands.
Yeah.
Like like let's do that. We have a better chance of getting the ball out of Steph's hand and getting it in somebody else's hand. But there's the thing now, if you're gonna double team Steph, one man's gonna be open. That's the thing. And obviously, because we are a 3-point team, we started off slow. But now Kelly Oubre is warming up, Wiggins warming up, Model is in there warming up. Paul was in there. You saw Lee hit the winner against the was it the Pistons? I think it was against the Pistons.
It was, yeah.
Exactly. So guys are stepping up, like, and that's the thing, like, and I think with that now, that will even help Steph. Like now,
this man's been a letdown though.
Who's that?
Kelly Oubre. He's scoring. But he wasn't impacting the game as much the first couple of games. He started to step up after the second Portland game. I've seen a lot more from him. Even the Detroit game. To me, that's a little bit, you know what? Points-wise, you can always look at points, empty calories. You know what I mean? You got to look at the whole game. Watching the game, I watched the full Detroit game. Kelly Oubre was not that big of an impact. I watched the first Portland game. You guys lost. It was because of Andrew Wiggins and these guys not pulling their weight. The last two games, I've seen a lot more from him defensively, and I've seen a lot more from him in transition, able to get open buckets, able to get from one end to the other. He's doing well. I rate him, but I just don't know. If Kelly Oubre can lift the load, because you guys are basically asking him to be at least a poor man's Klay Thompson, and he's not as consistent.
100%, and that's the thing with Kelly Oubre. First two games, yeah. I was so frustrated. And to be fair, Steph was frustrated as well. Like Steph was looking at. I think there was one play where there was no need for him to go to the basket. There were 2-3 men in front. You weren't getting nowhere, and it was just his decision making was poor. But this is the thing: like all these new guys that are coming in and they're gonna buy into the Warriors philosophy. They're knowing now. Okay, cool. I can't just be doing, man. Even Wiseman, I think first two games was making odd decisions. Like, you know what? Yeah, I'm here. I can do anything. No. You come in, you play how we play. Like please don't think you can do this, you can do that. Like you have to play how you want to play it. I mean, we have to play how we play. And I think the fact that Draymond, like you saw it. I don't know if you saw the clip where he's bouncing the ball and he's telling someone to move to the side. Like literally, that's the philosophy, and everyone's knowing it. He knows that. But yeah, you're supposed to be setting a screen for Steph and then moving around. So like the guys will know it, and once they're fluid, it's going to be peak for guys. And then people are going to be thinking, whoa, this is Kelly Oubre. Whoa, this is Andrew Wiggins. That's it.
Right now, let's just look at the West. Obviously, it's only 10 games in, so it's not that big of a deal looking at the schedule at this point, because it's 72 game season this year. Okay, but let's just look at the West before we go over to the East. Lakers, guaranteed playoff spot, in my opinion. I don't know about you. Guaranteed.
Yeah, 100%.
Not even a question, right? Then you got Phoenix. I would say yeah.
They've had a good start. They've had a good start. I'll give them that. They've had a good start.
Clippers, guaranteed playoff spot.
Yeah, 100%.
Utah Jazz, guaranteed playoff spot.
Yeah.
Here's where it starts to get shaky.
Mm-hmm.
Don't forget the Denver Rockets are down here, right?
Yeah, but Rockets. I won't lie to you. Rockets aren't making the playoffs this year. 100%.
So for the first four, they're solidified in my opinion. What about Nuggets, Dallas Mavericks, Pelicans, Warriors? From the remaining 8 teams, from 5 down, if in my opinion, it's Golden State is not better than the Denver Nuggets. They're not better than Dallas.
No, it depends on what Dallas team you're looking at. Because if it's a Dallas team with Doncic, like we might need some questions in there, bro. Because didn't they get blown out by the Clippers? Like record loss, bro. So
50 points.
50 points, bro. So that's the thing. Like I think it depends what if you got it is Porzingis. That's yeah. if you got Porzingis with Doncic, then we're talking. Like, but that's the thing. It depends who you got with Doncic. Obviously, Doncic is stepped up, coming with a triple double. I think last game, like Doncic is stepping up, like he's warming up in the league now. But he can't do it alone. That's the only thing, man. That's the only thing with Mavericks. So I think, me personally, I think Mavericks, Denver Nuggets will be up there. I think the Golden State will be up there. I think the Pelicans have a good enough team to be up there. But
brother, I genuinely haven't had time to look at the comments yet. It's not even that. It's not even like that. It's not even like that. It's not even like that.
That's the thing. That's the only thing with the Pelicans.
I'm trying to do everything else. So yeah, so you got the Warriors getting swept by a pandemic P in June. What do you call it? Kings go to Vegas now. What? Will the Raptors make the playoffs? I'm gonna get to the Raptors, bro. I'm gonna get to the Raptors in a second. O'Shea, where'd you go? You just literally Wiseman is the future face of the Warriors. You know what? Hopefully for my guy Ads, Wiseman does show up to be the future, right?
100%.
Kelly Oubre hasn't been playing good. Damian Perez says, you know what? Kelly Oubre has not been playing good, but the past 2 games he stepped up.
He stepped up 100%. The last game definitely he stepped up 100%.
Yeah. Warriors winning the whole shit. No, they're not. Come on. You're being a little bit facetious there, right? Then you got the Suns are doing good. Yeah, the Suns are doing good. They're up there right now in the West. They're up there in the West. They're second right now in the West. After playing 7 games. They played 7 games. And then you got Pelicans more Pelicans are definitely an 8th seed. They're definitely going to go down. You got Damian saying the Timberwolves are going to finish last. Okay. Yeah, I definitely agree. Timberwolves have problems, especially with Karl Anthony Towns injured. And then you got nah, bro. Come on, bro. I read comments. It's not always like I just don't have time all the time to get to everything. Now, pandemic fee, more like COVID-13. Yeah, my guy kills me talking about COVID-13. Yo, Samuel, what's good?
What's going on, bro?
Yo, so the next team I want to talk about, obviously, guys want me to get onto the Raptors. I'll get onto the Raptors in a second, but before we get onto the Raptors, let's just get to the Brooklyn Nets, right?
Yeah.
The Brooklyn Nets. Have you guys been impressed with the amount of depth they have on their squad? These guys got guys on their bench that will start for most teams.
Just from me, yeah. When they played Golden State, I was crying. Like when they brought out their second team, I was crying because, bruh, if you know how they murdered our second team. Like it was just when you talk about depth, they have depth, and if they don't make the finals, then they've got a problem. Like I don't know. Like obviously, I think again, Kyrie and KD just getting warmed up, but yeah, nah, these men are just ridiculous.
No, like look at this. Okay, you have LeVert as their backup point guard, basically. He starts on most teams in the NBA. Okay, you have DeAndre Jordan, who is their backup center. Jared Allen was actually their backup center just last week. DeAndre Jordan has now been benched. So, in my opinion, DeAndre Jordan is a starter caliber level. You got Jared Allen, who is on their bench, who starts on majority teams in the NBA. Obviously, Taurean Prince, on some bad teams, he would start. Bruce Brown was starting for Detroit last year at times, right? You have Landry Shamet, who was literally starting games for Philly before he went to Clippers, right? Tyler Johnson's their third string guard. They got Timothy, what's his name? Timothy Labucabaron, whatever his name is. I forget how to pronounce his name. These guys. And I didn't even mention Joe Harris yet. Like these guys, they got shooters out the gym. Their squad is ready to compete with the 72 game season.
100%.
If I say that is Steve Nash shouldn't take all the blame for everything if it goes bad because I think Kyrie's comments 3 weeks ago, he said we don't even need a coach. So going by Kyrie's comments, everything's on him then.
Dinwiddie's a big loss, but Timothy stepped up. Timothy Cabaron stepped up big time. So you don't even got to worry about that. Now, Kevin Durant is out. You guys know why?
Yeah, he was in contact with someone with COVID.
Yeah.
Obviously, I don't think they haven't tested him yet.
No, to make a play, he has to have 3 straight negative tests.
Yeah.
So they will test him 3 times. If it all comes back negative, he can play.
Yeah. So the whole thing about Kevin Durant missing the 4 games, if you guys don't already know, he's already come in contact with COVID before. So they're saying he doesn't have the antibodies. But the fact is, due to the health and safety rules for the NBA, they cannot risk having him out there, right? And I just want to show you guys, Kevin Durant is back. Like he is not injured at all. He's 100%. And you know one thing, you should have never doubted Kevin Durant coming back and being himself, because statistically, he was always one of the best scorers in NBA history. He was always. It was always the game just came so easy to him. You know what I mean? Kevin Durant, the game just came so easy to him, guys. Always getting buckets. He's literally a walking 20 plus points every single game. Like I don't remember the last time he scored less than 10 points a game.
Damn, I can't remember. As you said, like he's a walking goal scoring machine. Like and in fact, he's got everything: defender, he drive to the bucket, a 3-pointer, can pull up from anywhere. Like, yeah, I missed him at the Golden State Warriors, man. I won't lie to you.
One thing I'll say, that if you go back by Kyrie's comments, he says like KD is the most clutch player I've ever played with. So he left someone's name out of his mouth as the most clutch player he's ever played with.
So what's it called? Wojnarowski says he continues to have the antibodies, and the fact is that the only reason why they're doing it is because of the coronavirus protocol. But of course, missing him for 4 games, it might be a bigger factor than we think, because right now they're 50-50 record, and if they miss him for 4 games and they struggle, they could have a situation where they're going to be 3 to 4 games behind 500, and they're just going to be chasing for the rest of the season. I would prefer, if I was them, to now use this time to maybe see what else they have in the squad, see what else they have throughout the team, because you're going to need those guys in the back end of the season. You're going to need those guys when it comes to clutch moments in the playoffs, clutch moments at the end of the season. Kevin Durant won't be able to carry you all season. Kyrie Irving won't be able to carry you all season. These guys are going to need assistance, and you know what? No better time than early in the season to experiment.
And this is the thing as well, to be fair, this is where Kyrie needs to step up. Because again now, you don't want to put a lot of stress on KD, because let's be realistic, he's come back from a big injury. So you don't want to be putting lots of pressure on KD. So at times this is where Kyrie now needs to come and say, yeah, cool. He's out. Let me show everybody I'm not just a number 2. KD's here, I'm a pair as well, like we're both on the same level. Cool, he's my skills and abilities totally different to KD's, but my impact is going to be the same impact as KD. So he needs to step up now, because even last year people were ridiculing him because I don't know how many games he played in the end last year for the Nets, but he didn't. He should have still done more for the Nets last year than what they did. So that's the only thing I was saying.
Oh man. Okay, so now that we got everybody here, let's just talk about the Raptors then. Let's just talk Raptors. Talking Raptors on EGTV. If you guys watch Raptors games, you guys know that we have been struggling offensively.
Yo, it's time for the banners for Nick Nurse. Get those banners out for Nick Nurse.
Listen, Nick Nurse, to me, he's earned his respect, you know? He's earned
come on.
He's earned his respect.
You can't. This is what is a bad thing. You can't be living off the success of the past.
Bro,
you're stuck in 2019. You're stuck in 2019. If you want your organization to move on to the future and progress, it's looking at the now. And all the Kawhi Leonard's gone. You know, most of your pieces are getting older now. Just rebuild. Yeah. Stop living in the past. That's the problem.
You guys want to know something? I don't know if you guys know this. Houston Houston offered us they offered us a package deal for Van Vliet and Siakam for Harden, and we turned it down.
And you have to keep Siakam. You can't get rid of Siakam. I think you sell all your other pieces. You cannot let go of Siakam, because if you let go of Siakam, well, how long is Harden going to last for? How long is he actually going to stay in Toronto as well? So
Siakam has been doo-doo though. Bro, Siakam has been so bad. Let me just go through some of these games, guys. I've been watching all these games, okay? So I'll tell you what happened. The first game against the Pelicans, we were up somehow. We ended up losing that game by 14 points. Okay? The game against the Spurs, once again, we were up. We were up almost the entire game. We lost the game at the end. Look at that. We lost the game at the end. We were pretty much killing them first quarter. Second quarter collapsed. Third quarter kept close, and ever since the second quarter, we couldn't keep up. Right? Similar story throughout the rest of the season. Sixers game, another one of those games. You probably watched that game. Look at what happened. We got up to an early lead, right? Then the second quarter it was close. Third quarter we collapsed. Fourth quarter we could barely score. Right? And then what happened to us the other day was absolutely depressing to watch. I was watching the Celtics and Jason Tatum pick and roll basketball and just get 40 points on our head. The man just picked and roll every 2 seconds until the final moments where we couldn't keep up with them. And if you see the points, look at that. From the opening minute, we just couldn't keep up with them. We scored 14 points in the second quarter.
That's
great, man.
Egal, can you take one season of tanking though? Like just tank for the season.
For what?
Okay.
For what? Why? Listen, the situation is you guys don't understand. We have this guy called Kyle Lowry. We cannot waste his last couple good years. In my opinion, he's a Raptors legend. He is Mr. Raptors. He is the Raptors' greatest ever player, and we can't lose this guy. We can't waste his last 2 years.
You're putting him over Mr. Dunk. Yeah, Dunk City, man. You want Vince Carter?
What?
You're putting over Vince Carter, Mr. Slam Dunk.
No, but what you have to understand about Vince Carter is Vince Carter didn't win us a championship.
I was gonna say
Vince Carter doesn't have the best playoff history for a Raptors player. Vince Carter doesn't have the best record as a Raptors player. Vince Carter hasn't done as much accolades for us as much as Kawhi Leonard or even DeMar DeRozan has done for us. To me, Vince Carter put us on the map. Kawhi Leonard won us a chip. Kyle Lowry is Mr. Raptors. Kyle Lowry is Mr. Toronto. Kyle Lowry is the Toronto Raptors' greatest player based on longevity, history,
accolades,
playoff record, everything. He is the Raptors franchise.
For me, I think he's done out here. The quicker you can get rid of him, the better. I think someone that would fit you perfectly is Lonzo Ball.
You know, we tried to go after LaMelo, but the thing about it is, I watch the games. Every time Kyle Lowry leaves the court, our plus minus is negative. Every time he's off the court, our plus minus is negative. We lost the game by 13 points against the Sixers. There was only a couple guys who had a plus minus that was positive, and Kyle Lowry is one of them. That just goes to show you the impact he has. When he's on the court, we're gaining a lead. The moment he goes to the bench, we're losing the lead. It's because of his defensive mentality. He's one of the best defenders at the point guard position. He's a small guy, but he plays big. Like, that's why we're able to play with him and Van Vliet next to each other. I don't know, guys. It just hurts to see us wasting away. And I'm not saying the season's a write-off. We've had the toughest schedule. Like, if I show you guys our schedule, you're gonna be like, Adam Silver does not like us. That I genuinely believe Adam Silver does not like us, because the schedule we have to play with is ridiculous compared to other teams.
1-8, because you got the Kings and the Warriors next.
1-8, yeah. Hey.
Oh, yo.
Wait, how bad does it have to get? Because this is the thing, yeah. You're not even in like Golden State Warrior territory where last year we had no Clay, no Steph. All we had was Wiggins, Draymond Green. How bad does it have to get? Because last year you could say, oh yeah, cool, we'll give up the season. You man can't give up the season, bro.
Yeah. No, we can't. We definitely cannot. If we give up the season, especially now, bro, do you understand how big of an impact Pascal Siakam is to our team and how poorly he's been playing this season? He's been playing so poor, it's unbelievable. Like, it's unsustainable that he can play this bad. He eventually needs to turn it around. Like, you can't be that shit for that long.
Who did you replace Ibaka and Gasol with?
Bro, we replaced them with Aaron Baines and Alex Len. Let's just say bad. They've been bad. Alex Len can't catch a ball. Like, Alex Len doesn't know how to catch a basketball. Every time the ball comes to him, it just goes whoop, out of his hands. It's a turnover. The moment you pass the ball to him on a pick and roll, it's basically a turnover because he's either gonna fumble the ball or he's gonna misplace the next touch. Like, he just physically cannot catch he just can't catch the ball. It's absolutely ridiculous. And Aaron Baines is not what we thought he was. We thought we were getting a big man who could shoot. We thought we were getting an Ibaka who's not as good as Ibaka. But Aaron Baines can't even shoot the ball.
It's just like...
Well, I want to say it's 2021 free agency is one of the biggest free agencies. Maybe we could go get rid of some Steadwood in the Raptors and get, someone big in there. I'm just looking at 2020.
We were supposed to get Giannis. This was supposed to be the year that we got Giannis. We went from 2021 being Giannis free agency to now saying to ourselves, what are we gonna do? Do we rebuild?
I mean, you could take Chris Paul for 1 year, just help with that rebuild. Take Chris Paul. Kawhi is gonna go. He's going to free agency, but I doubt he's gonna leave the Clippers. What do you think about DeMar DeRozan? Look at
the schedule, guys. It just gets worse. It gets worse, okay? So after Sacramento, we face Golden State. We face Portland. Then it gets easy. We face Charlotte. Then we face Dallas. Back-to-back Miami.
Hey, hold on. Don't get twisted.
Milwaukee.
Don't get twisted. Don't say Charlotte's going to be easy, bro.
Charlotte is not. Charlotte is... They're just... They ain't it. They're not it. Charlotte are not it at all.
Bro, we've had a tough December. We've had a tough December, to say the least. Like, it's not been easy at all. And January is not looking any more fun. And you know what? February. Let me show you guys February. February is even worse. We have Brooklyn, Atlanta.
Nah, you got Washington in there, man. You got Washington in there, man.
Yeah. Might get one.
But then we got Milwaukee back-to-back again. Philly back-to-back.
Oh, we're going to destroy you.
Take this in. We got Milwaukee back-to-back, Philly back-to-back, and then we got Miami. Like,
then Houston and Chicago.
It's looking peak, guys. It's looking peak. Let's go to the comments. What are the guys in the comments saying? Raptors miss big man like Gasol and Ibaka big time. 100%. 110%. We underestimated how big of an impact those guys were on the defensive end, week in, week out, performing for us every game. And off the bench, Ibaka off the bench is such a good offensive player. He just brought a different element to us.
Egal, I got a question. What do you think about DeMar DeRozan? Or he's not welcome back?
You know what? Norman Powell not playing well is a big reason why we're shit also. So if we had DeMar DeRozan, we know at least he's going to score 20 points. We can't score, bro. We physically cannot score. We're struggling. Offensively, there's moments where there's 10, 20 minutes in a game where we can't even get a bucket. Yo, Ad, you still there? You just froze for a second. But yo, guys, I'm going to end up the Raptors portion of this. Let's read these comments, and then we're going to go Jaylen Brown. We're going to talk about the Celtics next and the Sixers. Tatum got that ass. Yeah, he did. Yo, Aaron Baines, we got frauded. Wallahi, we got frauded. Aaron Baines was supposed to come in and do what he did in the bubble, but the man is just trash.
He's just not very good. He's just not very good.
Oh my God, look at Curry, man. So inspirational.
Look at Curry. You know, Curry
Big
followed
up to you guys, bro.
on Instagram.
Yo, Siakam has been so bad.
Bro, he's
Siakam
some
has been-
Beyblade. He's like some Danny Ceballos. That's like, gets into the post and just does spin moves. That's all he does.
Yo, stop with the football references, bro.
It has to be done, bro.
Stop it. Somehow you find an Arsenal reference in yo,
Everything.
you know the worst part about this is Pascal Siakam's performances this season. It's undefensible. He even had a game where he was suspended by the club. They actually sat him down for one game and said you can't play because
it was disciplinary
because of disciplinary issues. He left the court after we lost to the Philadelphia 76ers. He left. He just said, "I'm out."
The only one guy I watched when I watched the Raptors, the only guy I'm watching, the only guy I watch them for is OG. I don't care about the rest of them, to be honest.
Okay, so so people want to talk about the LaMelo Ball. We're gonna get to LaMelo Ball, and guys want to talk about first things first. Let's just go to Siakam's numbers today. Siakam's numbers. This guy, he has been so bad for me. Okay, here we go. So Pascal Siakam. Oh my God! If I show you guys this plus minus, you're gonna be disgusted. He has minus 15 in one of his plus minuses. I think the last game. Look at this. Look at this.
My African brother, man.
He's scoring 20 points, but how are we still minus 15 when he's on the court? Every single game he's played, minus double digits when he's on the court. If I show you guys Kyle Lowry, I guarantee you it's not as bad. Look at that. 20 points, 6 rebounds first game. 16 points, 15 rebounds. Decent game. 20 points, 5 rebounds, okay. 10 points, horrendous game versus the Pelicans last time out. Against Boston, he kind of played better, but a lot of those points were garbage time minutes where none of our guys really did anything. So you know what I mean? It's just frustrating, guys. It's just super frustrating. But yeah. I think that's enough about the Raptors, right, guys?
Yeah. The guy was done venting.
Oh man. I could show you the Kyle Lowry numbers, guys. I could show you the Kyle Lowry numbers just to prove my point if you want. It'll take me one second.
In my eyes, the Raptors are 0-6 because Knicks tax. They're 0-6.
Yeah, Knicks tax. Knicks, bro. The Knicks have got a better record than the Raptors, bro. They're 4-3 now.
It don't matter. Knicks will be the Knicks. They'll go 4-68 for the rest of the season.
That wouldn't surprise me. That's a sad bit.
Okay, I got Kyle Lowry's numbers up now. Before we move on, what do you guys want to hear about more next? Do you want to hear more about LaMelo Ball, or do you want to hear more about the Celtics and Tatum and Jaylen Brown? Because to me, Tatum and Jaylen Brown are the bigger story.
I mean, you can't shy away from the Bulls.
Can never shy away from the Bull family, to be honest. But I want to go into the Celtics still. Looking like a decent team.
Yeah. To me, I'm just depressed when it comes to football, basketball. What's next? It can only get worse, right?
It can only get. It can only actually. Wait. Egal. We have Damian Perez. Wait. Hang on. Oh, sorry, Christian, but we have Damian Perez praising Knicks players in here. He's praising RJ Barrett. Egal, ban him.
RJ Barrett played well last game, but you do realize when you have a coach who plays you 70-something, he'll play you 40 minutes a night, you better score 20 points at least. Yeah, imagine if Steph Curry, when he was scoring all those buckets, Steve Kerr didn't take him out. He would drop 100 points.
Mate, remember, do you know how many times? I'm gonna say Clay and Steph. He's been taking them out, leaving them out totally from the fourth quarter. I'm thinking, is the man crazy or what? That match against against Portland, bros, it's the only game I've seen him keep Steph in there for the majority of the game.
Okay, so look at Kyle Lowry's plus minus. I showed you Siakam's, bro. You said Kyle Lowry's not doing anything. Is this a man that's not doing anything? Plus minus 12 points in a game that we lost.
Cool. Let us see.
We lost to Philly by 13 points, and the man had a plus minus of 12 points. How does that happen?
Minus so many points.
You know what I mean? 24 points. Then you got another game. We won against the Knicks. That game makes sense. But then
Knicks
the last
tax.
2 games, the last 2 games, it went downhill. What are you gonna do? Sometimes it doesn't work out always the way you want it to work out. Now, who's playing tonight? A lot of people are playing tonight, right?
Yeah.
I think it's the Raptors at 2 a.m. versus who is it?
Is it the Kings?
I'm not sure, but I know they're playing at 2 a.m.
Is that a game right now? There was talk of them delaying the Wizards game, but it's gonna go ahead.
Yeah, Raptors versus Suns.
You know what we're gonna do? I think both Boston and Boston's playing today and Charlotte, so we'll just go through it from there.
It's Heat against Celtics.
Yeah, 1 second. Let me just pull this up, guys. Can you guys see this?
Yeah.
Okay, so this is the first game. You got Houston versus Pacers. Don't listen to this. It still has Russell Westbrook on there. It's messed up. T.J. Warren. Sabonis is balling, guys. Sabonis is absolutely balling. He's killing it this season. Brogdon's doing amazing. Miles Turner, his blocks are out of this world, guys. He's ridiculous with shot blocking. Like, he's just a really good shot blocker. And then, obviously, James Harden doing his thing. You got John Wall over there now doing his thing. Everyone over there is just killing it. It's just empty calories, though. They're not winning games. They're 2 and 3.
Do you remember when there was a thing between T.J. Warren and Jimmy Butler during the bubble?
T.J. Warren's injured now, though. So he's going to be out for the next 6 weeks or something.
Yeah, but I can't believe he was spoken in the same breath as Jimmy Butler, though.
Okay, so now let's go to Cleveland and Orlando. Man, let's talk about these 2 teams that are supposed to be dead, but somehow they have good records. First things first, you got the Cleveland Cavaliers, who are on a 4-3 record, and you got the Orlando Magic that are 5-2. Okay, you got Sexton, who just scores. He does not miss, but he can't do anything else. Empty calories. He just scores, but he can't do anything else. Ignore the people who are not on the team anymore, like Jordan Clarkson, because it's not fully up to date from last year. You got Andre Drummond getting double-doubles every single week. Obviously, Kevin Love is injured, so Larry Nance would take that spot. And then Garland has stepped up big time this season. He's improved a lot. So that is a big improvement. From there, you know what I mean? There's been a lot of improvements. Now, why are these 2 teams good this year? A lot has to do with the teams they've played. They have not really played the best teams yet. They've played like the Knicks. They faced Charlotte a couple times. They've not faced the best competition yet. So we can't get too excited about who they have played and what these teams are doing, because they've not played the best players yet. Like, I can tell you who Cleveland and Charlotte have played if you want to know. Like, let me look at who Cleveland beat. Cleveland have beaten. They've lost to. They beat Atlanta. They beat Philly. They beat Detroit. They beat Charlotte. They lost to Indiana. They lost to Orlando, and they lost to New York. Now, to me, that's not. They haven't beat the best competition, right? You guys there?
True. No, I agree.
And then Charlotte. Now let's get not Charlotte. What am I doing? Orlando, guys. They just don't. I don't think they're a top East team. They're still a playoff team, in my opinion.
You know what? Can I just butt in about the Magic? They're just right in the middle. They're not good enough to win a championship, and they're not bad enough to tank, if you get what I mean. So I think for any franchise, this is the hardest place to be, because you're a good team and you can get to the playoffs, but you can't really win a championship. So I don't know for the Magic though, because they'll never win a championship with this team. Okay,
so ignore the fact that it says Al Horford and stuff like that, right? So you got Westbrook putting up numbers. You got Bradley Beal putting up numbers. You got Tobias Harris having a resurgent this year. Obviously, the Sixers are the best team in the East right now with 6-1 record. Washington Wizards, one of the worst teams in the East, with the coach who's completely out of his mind. He doesn't know how to coach anymore, in my opinion. He should be fired as soon as possible, and maybe they can salvage their season, because Westbrook and Bradley Beal are good players. Washington have a decent squad, especially with Thomas Bryant playing the way he's playing. What do you guys think about Washington?
as you said, their coach is just not. He's not good enough, bro. He's out of his depth. They've got a decent squad, like players like Bill. They've got obviously, like you said, Brian Westbrook. But
Yo, Ads, hold it down, bro. If you gotta go, no problem, bro. Thanks for coming on. Appreciate it.
No problem, man. Thanks, guys. Cheers, guys.
Big up to you, bro. Guys,
See
if you
you.
guys see anything in the comment section, let me know. I'm just gonna read out some of these comments. Jaylen Brown is the most improved player. Steve Kerr just felt bad for Lillard.
Lord.
What happened to Siakam, bro? Siakam on the back end of last season, he was unable to train properly because he's never trained outside of the NBA facilities when it comes to training by himself properly. So when we went into lockdown, he was struggling to train, and he didn't have a coach to help him train, or he didn't have the proper facilities to train during the lockdown, and it really caused him to regress as a player. Draymond Green is very influencing the Warriors. He's very influential for the Warriors. What do you think about the Clippers versus Warriors? We'll talk about that in a second. Fear the Deer. We'll get to that. Now, next, Washington Wizards, bro. They're just done. Their coach is shit. Bradley Beal putting empty calories. Let's talk about the Sixers. What's going on with Brad? What's going on with the Sixers, bro? They're playing well.
bro, it's like I don't know what to say. Tobias Harris, I did not expect him to have such a resurgence this year, man. Obviously, in our recent games, we've been having quite big leads going into fourth quarter. So most of our starters haven't been playing in the fourth quarter. We've been getting to see more of Tyrese Maxey, Shake Milton's coming into his stride a little bit. So I can't really complain. We're doing our thing right now. Just onto the next game, innit? Onto the next games. Keep going.
Yeah, to me, Tobias Harris has really impressed because he's looked like he really wants it this season, and he stepped up big time.
100%.
He's really stepped up big time for you guys, and he's looked good. Now let's go next to the two guys here. You got the Atlanta Hawks versus the Charlotte Hornets. And first thing I want to mention on the Charlotte Hornets is they've got some major injuries. With some of their players. First and foremost, they got Cody Zeller injured again. Always injured, that guy. He's forever injured. When is he ever healthy? We don't know. But Cody Zeller is the first guy on my list that I'm going to mention. He's been injured, since the first game of the season, he got injured, and he hasn't played since. So Cody Zeller has been out. So they've been playing Bismack Biyombo, who's been filling the load. Also, LaMelo Ball has been doing okay, LaMelo Ball has looked decent. He's looked good since he's come into the NBA. The past couple of games, he's been doing better. This is now time where we can talk about LaMelo. What do you guys think about LaMelo?
I will never praise the Bulls family. I'll never praise the Bull family. I'm sorry. I just can't praise them. I just they think they're all that, So thinking his son could be the best player in NBA. No, he won't. You're out of your depth, yeah. He's shit.
LaMelo Ball's not that bad offensively.
Yeah,
and he's getting stats to prove it recently. Like, I'm just gonna pull up his stats right here. LaMelo Ball has put up some big numbers, Let's look at it. LaMelo Ball has put up some big numbers. Look at this. So LaMelo Ball, after his first game, not scoring a point against whoever they faced, he got 13, 6, 22, 15, 13, and 12. So he's been okay.
He ain't been bad.
Plus, he's racking in some assists. Like last game, he almost got a double-double, right? He gets rebounds also, so he almost got a triple-double. He got 7. He got 7 total rebounds. The game before that he almost got a high numbers was he got 22 points, 8 rebounds, 5 assists. Like Samuel, as much as you want to make fun of the Bulls, he's been. Yes, they lost a lot of those games. Look at that record, horrendous, 2 wins. But of course, one of those wins, he's been integral to that win against Dallas.
Bro.
No,
is it time for Melo Ball to start? Is it time for?
I think it is. Especially with Devontae Graham playing so
Graham
shit.
He ain't doing anything right now. He's not doing his thing at all. It's time for him to start. I can't lie. It's time for him to start. See what he can do. See what he can bring to the table.
Yeah, so I think it's time for LaMelo Ball to start. Also, I completely agree. Now we're gonna move on to the Atlanta Hawks. Atlanta Hawks are 4-3. I just feel like the Atlanta Hawks have too many basketball players that are good, and sometimes that can be actually a detriment. Like, call me crazy, but if you have too many guys who think they're better than each other, you can have a situation where guys are not going to get along.
You were talking about it the other day, how you're saying this guy thinks he's as good as this guy, and it's like, know your place, know where you are. Like, Trae Young is the star of the team.
John Collins is the second.
Huh?
John Collins is second.
Yeah, you need to learn, you need to know where you are in the team. Everyone's got a role in a team. It's in any sport. Everyone's got a role. You need to know your place and know your role. I feel like there's a lot of egos in that team, you know.
Yeah. So when it comes to the 4-3 Hawks right now, the 4-3 Hawks for me, their biggest issue is how is the coach going to get around their situation? How is he going to get around Trae Young, Herter, Reddish, Hunter? Oh my God, Capella, and then you go to the bench and you got Bogdanovich.
Yeah,
Bogan Bogdanovich and Delino Gallinari, the Italian cock. So you guys got too many guys.
They've got a squad. They've got
a good squad, but sometimes it can be to your detriment, bro. Having too many good players can sometimes cause unrest within a squad, and you know it. Let's be honest. We've seen it before in other teams. We've seen it before. Now let's go to the Miami Heat, and then we'll go to the Celtics. Okay, and I think there's a couple more games after that, and we'll get to every team playing today. So Celtics. Where do we start with the Celtics? I think there's only one person you can start with.
Yep.
And it's Jaylen Brown.
Yeah, really, Jaylen Brown. I mean, Jason Tatum. I was gonna say Jason Tatum. Start with him because he's the face of the franchise.
I think Cash looks a bit like Jaylen Brown.
What?
I think Cash looks a bit like Jaylen Brown.
Light skin version, right? Okay.
No, I just think Jaylen Brown, not Jason Tatum.
Jaylen Brown.
Oh, Jaylen Brown. Oh, yeah. I don't see that.
I'm the only one then. Calm.
Yeah, it's just you, bro.
Yeah, it's just me.
It's just you. Now, let's talk about the Celtics, bro. What do we think about the Celtics?
You go.
No, you can go first.
All right. You said that Jason Tatum will win the MVP. You still standing by that?
I think Jason Tatum can win the MVP.
But you picked him to win the MVP. Do you believe in the whole
I still believe he can win the MVP.
Okay. Now that's cleared up. You know what? I can't see them coming out the East.
What?
I can't. I got the Nets going over them. I got the Nets over them. I see them reaching the conference finals.
No. I thought you said I can't see them making it to Eastern Conference Finals or something.
No, I can't see them reaching the finals, but I think they haven't got it to get to the finals. I think there's other teams that are better than them. It's way too early for this team. Maybe in a couple of years, just like the Dallas Mavericks, maybe in a couple of years they are capable of a championship team right now. But as of right now, they're too young in my eyes. And
Kesh looks like Masuaku.
Don't
diss my guy Kesh, bro.
Nah, that's a violation.
Oh man, that's a diss. Okay, Jaylen Brown, Jason Tatum, absolutely jumping out the gym, averaging 26 points each of them.
No, but time come playoffs, do you think they can keep up those numbers? Because the playoffs, they I think last year was their biggest chance to win a championship.
To me, guys, what did I tell you guys about Peyton Pritchard last time? What did I tell you guys about this youth? Last video, I told you guys about Peyton Pritchard. What did he do against the Toronto Raptors? Man got 23 points and like 8 assists. To me, he starts over Jeff Teague, and as long as Kemba's out and Marcus Smart is Marcus Smart is still there, you just play Peyton Pritchard next to him, right? Next thing, Tobias Harris, Tristan Thompson sit on the bench. Tice and Robertson should start, or if you want to go big lineup, play Robertson as a center, play Pritchard, Marcus Smart, Tatum, and Jaylen Brown. If you want to do small ball, that to me is a way to go, because this guy right here is a stud. He's an absolute stud. The man is a baller. Robert Williams. Nobody knows about him because he just does his job. But this guy, last game, he got friggin' 15 rebounds in like 20 minutes.
You know, but there's one man on this team that can make a whole crowd go crazy when he hits 2 points to go down. Number 77 for the Celtics.
Taco.
That foul. He is the guy. Yeah, everyone gets up when he plays. Literally,
Man,
I've never seen anyone go that nuts when this guy plays.
He's 99, bro.
Yeah.
He ain't 77.
Oh,
Allow it, bro. Talk a fall to me.
Has he played at all this season?
He doesn't get to play. He's just a good.
Wait,
can
you go back to the?
He
can make a lot of money. He can make you a lot of money. You know? He's a
wait, can you go back? Can you go back to the?
Why?
I should see something, please. Can you go back to the thing?
What?
Please.
He played one game.
And how many points did you get?
Full prop.
2 points.
My guy took.
That's good for. Yeah, he's got
my guy took. My guy.
You guys are mocking it. You guys are mocking it.
Nah, that's my guy.
Imagine they could do the skyhook like Kareem. Just imagine that.
Have you seen it? Have you seen his per 36?
You guys are absolutely mocking it. You're not serious.
Have you seen it?
Oh, listen, he can make you a lot of money, you know. He can do the amount of commercials he can do for your team. He's a marketable player. Probably one of the biggest marketable players because
let's talk about the Heat now. Let's talk about the Heat, and let's talk about the Heat before we go. And if any team that you guys want us to mention, let us know and we'll bring them up. Okay, let us know who you guys want us to mention and we'll bring it up. Okay.
Bam at the Bible.
What do you guys? Let's see. What are these guys saying? Sixers have done great so far. 6 wins. I feel like the Lakers are going to do, especially for Kobe.
They've done it last year.
The games are tonight, and majority of the games are going to be taking place at. The first game is at 12 o'clock, and the last game tonight. The last game start at 3 a.m. So now, what's the next comment? Says Harris says, where can I watch netball basketball in the UK? Sky Sports. Nah, I'm joking. I watch basketball. It's only on Sky Sports. Yeah, Man U jarring.
Don't speak about Man U, man. I don't want to talk about that.
Suns. Yeah, we'll talk about the Suns. Denver Nuggets. We'll talk about the Denver Nuggets. Okay, so first, before we go to the Denver Nuggets or the Suns, let's go to the Miami Heat. Have you guys seen Kelly Olynyk's resurgence? Kelly Olynyk has come out of nowhere, and he's become a starter on the Miami Heat now. He has completely taken over the starting power forward spot, and he's now a starting power forward for the Miami Heat. The lineup is Bam, Tyler Hero, right? Jimmy Butler, Duncan Robertson, right? That was a starting four, right? And then they always had Avery Bradley or somebody else coming in. They've said, forget about Avery Bradley, move him aside, and bring in Kelly Olynyk. And Kelly Olynyk, the past couple games, has played well. And you know what? I think he's gonna be starting as power forward from now on. You're gonna have him starting at power forward. You're gonna have Bam at center. You're gonna have Jimmy at small forward, Duncan Robinson at shooting guard, and Tyler Hero at point guard. What were you gonna say?
Is that what you're picking up? Canadian. He's from Toronto, so that's why you're picking him up. Did he go to school with him or something?
It's not even about the fact that he's from Toronto.
Who's from Toronto?
It's not even about the fact that Kelly Olynyk's from Toronto. He's actually playing well. Like, have you watched the Miami Heat? The past couple games, he's played well. Like, do you want me to bring up his numbers for you? Tell you what he's done?
Bring up.
I'll tell you right now. I'll show you. So my guy, Kelly Olynyk, in the past 2 games, he got 19 points. No, the last 3 games, he got 19 points, 8 points, and 15 points. Okay, he got 8 rebounds, 3 rebounds, and 8 rebounds. And then he's also gotten 3 blocks in that time, two steals, in addition to hitting a total of 10 threes in 3 games. Kelly Olynyk has been balling, underrated.
I'll give him his plaudits, but
okay, the only way I look at it, if players progress, if you're the Miami Heat, the only way you look at progress is winning a championship. And when you say Kelly Olynyk is the extra piece to get the championship, I say no. In the Heat, it's all about championships. Yeah. In the Heat, what they think about is championships. It's not about the Raptors, the losers organization, where they just care about making the playoffs and getting that playoff revenue.
Okay, so next we're gonna talk about Justin Lewis's Suns. Justin Lewis, you wanted us to talk about the Suns? We'll talk about the Suns. Have you seen what the Suns have been doing lately? To me,
They're balling.
I want to know what the hell is going on in Ayton's head, because that man does not look like a basketball player right now. What the hell is he doing? You're a big man. You're on a team with Chris Paul and Devin Booker. You should be getting better, not getting worse. The man looks worse than he did last year.
But you know what? They've got a decent record. You know, we can't have Chris Paul bailing you out all the time, though. But that's not good. Yeah.
They're 5-2. I'll give them that. They have a
But
good
they're going to be
record.
6-2 after tonight. 6-2, 100%. You know, they got a free win tonight.
What?
They have a free win.
Face the Raptors, right? You're saying there's a free win. Shut up.
Oh, the
Yeah.
Raptors.
Shut up.
Six
Shut up.
and
You're just making fun of it. You're kicking a man while we're down. Now,
Sammy, who do you support, bro?
The Nets.
Look, DeAndre Ayton is averaging 13 points, right? Okay, he's averaging 13 points. That's not bad. But when you look at his actual performances, like he's been shooting well from field goal percentage throughout the game, average wise. But he's not been impressive. Like, this is a former number 1 overall pick. They took him over guys that are now people are saying are superstars. So they should have took Luka.
But they took
Or Trae Young even Trae
Trae
Young.
Young,
Yeah.
but they took DeAndre, so it's what it is.
So just some dumb moves. Devin Booker is not dead. Devin Booker is not dead. Do not call Devin Booker dead. Devin Booker is an absolute stud of a player. To me, he's up there with Paul George and Bradley Beal as some of the best.
COVID-13 dropped 39 on his head.
What?
COVID-13 dropped 39 on his team.
No, the thing about him is he doesn't defend. We know that. But look at their main guys have been stepping up.
But look, it's not really Aiton's team. I want to see. I'll see it's more of Devin Booker.
100% is Devin Booker's team.
It's Devin Booker's team.
But right now it's Chris Paul's team.
Looking at the numbers right there, you could see DeAndre Ayton. You don't really need DeAndre Ayton right now. You know, they got one of the best records in the West. You know, DeAndre Ayton will develop eventually. Right now, it's all about Devin Booker and Chris Paul. If we take DeAndre Ayton out of that equation, I still think they do well with Booker and Paul.
So next, we're going to talk about the Denver Nuggets, right? My guy wants to talk about the Denver Nuggets. We're going to talk about the Denver Nuggets. Denver Nuggets did not play. They do not play tonight. They played yesterday, but we can pull up their stats, right? So let's go to Denver.
Yeah. How much should Nikola Jokic drop the other night, eh?
Let's go to Denver. Did I spell it wrong?
Content unavailable.
Sorry, guys. Technical difficulties going on right now. Give us a couple of seconds.
The NBA is gonna see you, Egal. Using that logo. Raptors looking at the Toronto Oh my god, Raptors looking at the Toronto Shamrock.
Man says Shamrock Rovers. That's a bit rude.
You really think the Raptors are that bad? Like, guys are over exaggerating a little bit.
I know. I didn't say it.
Calm down, guys.
Danny
Raptors are not that bad. Like, we can get to the Milwaukee Bucks if you guys want quickly. Just talk about some of the Bucks. Like, the Bucks are 4-3, guys. The Bucks are 4-3. Giannis Antetokounmpo still balling out of his mind. Middleton balling out of his mind. You got guys like Drew Holiday stepping up. Even guys like Bobby Portis, surprisingly off the bench, stepping up, putting up numbers. I don't even know where this kid came from, but DiVincenzo is showing his potential from college now, because he won a national championship, and now he's showing his numbers. He's showing that he's an absolute killer. Now, I just wanted to go to Jokic's stats. I'm going to go to Jokic's stats because to me, Jokic is the story. When you talk about Denver, it's about Jokic. It's about how good Jokic is. Now, you guys know how good Jokic is if you watch basketball. But did you think he was this good? The numbers that he's putting up this season.
Well, we all knew the level he was at. We all knew he was a great player. Well, he's playing extremely well this season. You can't knock him at all.
Yeah, so we're going to get to those Denver Nuggets that you wanted to talk about. And we're going to start by going to the top, talking about the man, Nikola Jokic. The Joker, the Big Chungus, as some people call him.
That is mad.
No, but the thing about Nurkic is because the beginning of the season he's a little
You
chubby.
say that is mad.
No, but listen, at the beginning of the season he starts out chubby, but as the season goes on, he gets his fitness level up. He gets better. If you get what I mean, like he starts off the season a little chubby, then the season gets going, and then he gets a little fitter, then he gets better. That's how it works with Nikola Jokic.
He did not start the season slow this year. He got 29 points, 24 points, 19 points, 26 points, 17 points,
Because
19
there was a
points,
bubble.
35 points. And how many of these are triple doubles? Look at that. 1 triple double, 2 triple doubles, 3 triple doubles, 4 triple doubles, 4 triple doubles already.
Bro,
like this is out of this world. What he's doing.
It's not like your guy Kyle Kuzma getting triple singles.
Look at what he's averaging right now in the NBA.
That man.
Oh, he was born the year. Born in 1985. He looks like 35 to me. I'm sorry.
He is absolutely destroying the league. Ripping it up. One of the best players in the world right now.
The 41st pick in his draft. The 41st, does that say?
Harris, I did a video. We talked about the Raptors earlier. We literally spent like 20-30 minutes talking about the Raptors.
Let's skip the whole video.
Yo, this guy said. Oh, man, look at this. He says Arsenal should loan Jokic to back up goalkeeper.
Kwame Brown, like backup goalkeeper. Kwame Brown.
Oh man, you guys are hilarious. You guys kill me. You guys
can't play basketball.
You guys kill me.
What's now,
before we leave, we're just gonna talk about one thing and one thing only. Who has been the biggest letdown so far?
What, in the NBA?
Yeah.
Ooh.
Prior to the 62-point game, I would have said Steph. As of right now, I had high hopes for the Raptors, so Raptors have been a big letdown.
No, when I say letdown, I mean who's been the biggest letdown, like out of the players? To me,
I expected so much more of Siakam. I can't lie, man.
Siakam has been bad. Siakam has been bad. To me, it's Ja Morant injury is a big factor.
Grizzlies
injury.
I think the Grizzlies, they could have beaten the Lakers if Ja Morant and Jaren Jackson Jr. were both there. They could have beaten them, but injuries, especially these little niggly ones that keep you up like 3 to 5 weeks. Yeah, during the 72-game season, it's gonna cost you a lot, especially when it's your 2 best players.
Yeah, and then I would say Ja Morant's injury has been the biggest letdown for me because I was expecting more. I was hoping that he would stay healthy and he would do well. And the biggest surprise for me, guys, is a man called Christian Wood on the Houston Rockets.
Ooh. Okay.
Christian Wood is averaging 23 points, 10 rebounds, 1 assist a game. He's absolutely killing it. That to me is the guy that I was saying is the guy that has surprised me the most. Because if you watched the NBA last year, he was killing it for Detroit and he was putting up numbers. But I did not expect him to continue at the level that he's continuing at. He's turning the Houston Rockets into his team, even though James Harden is there. Look at the numbers he's putting up.
Can't disagree with the numbers, bro. The numbers don't lie sometimes.
People lie.
In football, numbers do lie, but basketball, the numbers don't lie.
Man.
So can't argue the numbers.
AWB with the same amount of goal involvements as Trent. I haven't played less games, but is what
exactly the stats always lie. Never believe what you see.
You guys kill me. All right, boys, we're gonna wrap it up here. You know what? We're gonna be back next Wednesday doing another basketball show. So we're gonna continue these on Wednesdays at 10 o'clock. Set it up, and you know what, guys? Stay tuned for more basketball content. Stay tuned for more Arsenal content. Stay tuned, just in general, for more of my content. I'll be pumping out more content every single week.
We got Kendall Rowan coming on tomorrow.
Tomorrow we got Kendall coming on for the Newcastle review, and then after that, we're obviously going to do the Newcastle watch along. Any transfer news that pops up throughout the day, we're going to throw it out there, let you guys know about it. And you know what? Big up to you guys watching. Big up to you guys for subscribing. And we got 2,000 subscribers. So we're almost there. Let's get it. And it's not an 82-game season, bro. It's a 72-game season this year due to the condensed schedule and everything with COVID-19. They've taken 10 games away, and it's an It's not an 82 game
72.
season. It's a 72 game season. Anyways, we're out of here, ladies and gentlemen. Don't forget, subscribe, like, share, and if you watched up until this point, you're a gangster. Respect to you. We're out.
Peace. Raptors are dead.
You're talking shit, bro.